What up there, guys? How you guys doing up in Facebook, YouTube? If you guys know me on YouTube, I'm Jughead82. That's my YouTube channel. But this is Jamar. It's a quick video. It might be a long video. It might be a little rant. I don't know. I don't really sit there and try to put my feelings out a lot about certain things, about how I feel about what's going on in the world and political, and I try to stay away from stuff like that because I feel like sometimes if you can nudge people the wrong way about anything you say these days, because it seems like anybody can be butthurt about anything. But this video is something I want to just put out, put it into the interwebs, and hopefully have some comments or people's opinions about it, because I feel like it's something that has to be said. What's going on in our country right now as relates to the world in general is the fact that we are dealing with something that we have never dealt with before. And when it comes to how people question it, maybe people have conspiracy theories, and people say, well, it was some stuff that was planned, and or people sit there and say that, you know, wear your face mask, man. Put your face mask on, man. Do what you got to do. Practice good hygiene, and so forth and in between. I kind of feel like there's a lot of things that are questionable, but at the same time, we also have to be faithful about what we believe and what we know. I feel that at the end of the day, we are dealing with a serious issue. But I also feel that at the end of the day, we should also be able to laugh still. We should still be able to have good times, and we should still be able to just try to enjoy life, because there's a lot to put into process of what's going on. And it's also a lot to sit there and just say why. But at the end of the day, there's always a shining light at the end of the tunnel. And I want you guys to know that in our life, there will be hurdles, there will be ups and there will be downs, there will be lefts and there will be rights, there will be crooked roads. And sometimes you have to sit there and look at yourself and hopefully understand that in life you have to have a mindset to just persevere. And that's what I want you guys to do. For my Facebook family and for my family and everybody that I know, I want you guys to be safe and be strong. For people that I know on YouTube, also be strong. Understand this storm too will pass, because it's all about what we seeing now. But like I said, don't sit there and take it like it's a bad omen. It's a lot of things that are going on, and it's a lot of things that we might not understand. But I want you guys to know that we are good. God has us, and hopefully this storm will subside. But y'all be blessed, be safe, and like I said, man, everything's gonna come back together. But you guys be good to each other, and like I say, in general, be good to anybody. This situation that's going on, like when it comes to like quarantining and social distancing, I'm introverted as hell as it relates to me as personally in my life. For people that know me around the way, that live in Canton, where I live, they know I don't get out. I've only been to a club maybe once. I've only been to the movies maybe once. Just going into the theaters. I don't really do a lot. So when it comes to like, other than going to work, coming home, this is pretty much how I've been, period, anyway, for years. So I can sit there and see from an idea of a person that's so used to being in that club style, a lifestyle, and being out and about. I can understand how this situation, and at this time, it's kind of really just burning a hole in you. But I want you to know, just keep strong and keep the faith, and understand that everything happens for a reason. And when I say that, it means that we are now in a situation where we have families that are now together more. We have situations where you're around your children more. Some people are like, man, damn, my kids get on my damn nerves. But you can now try to relate to them. It's more of a time where God is saying, we got to come together. And I sit there and also have to say respect to all the workers that are out there still working, still doing what they have to do to keep this economy and keep this world as we know going. And I'm one of them. And every day I take a chance going outside and just doing anything. But I also want to say to people that are, like I say, it's like a double-edged sword, because I mean, I do the right thing to try to make sure, wash your hands, do everything. And I don't want to become too much of a germophobic, because I feel like at the end of the day, I used to always go, I say this a lot at work, and I've said this around to a lot of people. Remember when the older people of the older generation would say, like, when I was a kid, I used to play in the dirt and make mud pies, if you guys know about making mud pies. And like, older people like, don't worry about it. He just building up his immune system. They'll be like, and I sit there and said, and I thought about that stuff. And in some ways, it's true. It really is. I mean, you think about the elements that you are surrounded by. And I sit there and said, well, it makes you think. And I said, I don't want to be too much of a germaphobe where I'm constantly doing stuff to the point where literally I'm like becoming unimmune to certain things, like even the common cold. And it's just little things like that I just take into effect. But I know one thing about this spiral of what's going on. Like I said, people don't have their sporting events. People don't have this and that. Some people don't even have the ability to go to church. And I know for myself, church has been sorely missing in on myself. I've went every now and then, but I know that I should have been going more. But I do have God in me. I do believe in God. I do believe that in life we have hurdles that we have to overcome. And I feel that this is another big hurdle that we will eventually overcome. But it's important for us as people to keep this, our sanity, keep our mind focused, and understand that we will persevere. But yeah, I want you guys to be blessed, to have a good one. And like I said, I'm going to post this on Facebook, and I'm also going to post this on my YouTube channel. So yeah, just understand being real just right now and not being a character or doing voices, especially on my YouTube channel when I do a lot of weird stuff. Even on Facebook, I do some goofy videos every now and then. But this is just Jamar Otis speaking to you guys from the heart and just saying, like, be safe and just, know your surroundings and everything. But also understand that this too shall pass, and we will all become better people at the end of the day. You guys have a good one, and God bless. Peace.